Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we are diving into the fascinating world of the 2004 VDB Lincoln 1-cent coin. You might think this small coin is ordinary pocket change, but many collectors know that even modern pennies can hold surprising history and value. By the end of this video, you will understand why the 2004 VDB penny deserves attention, what makes it special, its history, its real value, and how much money in circulation is tied to this coin. The 2004 1-cent coin belongs to the long-running Lincoln Memorial Series, which began in 1959 to honor the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The obverse of the coin features the famous portrait of President Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, which first appeared in 1909 and remains one of the longest-running designs in American coinage. The reverse of the 2004 penny displays the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., designed by Frank Gasparo. If you look closely with a magnifying glass, you can actually see a tiny image of Lincoln seated inside the memorial, a small but incredible detail that often goes unnoticed. The Denver Mint, marked with the letter D just below the year 2004, struck over 3.5 billion of these coins. That number alone shows how massive the production was, but within those billions there are always variations, minting errors, and high-grade examples that collectors chase after. By 2004, the Lincoln penny was no longer made of solid copper. Starting in 1982, the United States Mint switched the composition to a copper-plated zinc coin. The 2004 VDB penny contains 97.5% zinc with a thin layer of copper making up only 2.5%. Each coin weighs 2.5 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. While the outer appearance looks like traditional copper, the inner zinc core makes these pennies far cheaper for the mint to produce. Since over 3.5 billion 2004 VDB pennies were struck, the total face value of this single year and mint mark adds up to more than $35 million. That is a huge amount of money floating in circulation, often overlooked in pockets, jars, and drawers across the country. Even though each coin is only worth 1 cent at face value, together they represent a major piece of the American money supply. Now let's talk about the part that collectors love the most. What is the value of the 2004 VDB penny today? In circulated condition, most 2004 VDB pennies are worth exactly 1 cent. However, the story changes when you look at high-grade uncirculated examples or coins with errors. In mint state 65 condition, the 2004 VDB penny typically sells for around $5 to $10, depending on demand. In mint state 67 red, which means the coin has full bright copper luster without any brown or dull spots, values can climb to $20 or more. The rarest are those few coins graded at mint state 68 red by professional grading companies, and these can be worth over $100 each. Error coins are even more exciting. Some 2004 VDB pennies show double dies, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets. Depending on the severity of the error and the quality of the coin, these mistakes can turn a simple penny into a coin worth $50, $100, or in rare cases several $100s. Collectors are always on the lookout for these rare varieties, and that is why checking your change carefully is so important. So the 2004 VDB Lincoln cent might look ordinary, but its story tells us so much about American history, coin production, and the hidden treasures that might be sitting in our change. From the billions in circulation to the few gems worth far above face value, this coin reminds us that even the smallest pieces of money can carry big worth. If you enjoyed learning about the 2004 VDB penny, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with other coin enthusiasts. And don't forget to check your own pennies, because you never know when you might hold a rare and valuable piece of history in your hand.